Okay, I'll repeat what I just said, but this is what we really look like on a Sunday afternoon. We didn't even try. Like, we did not try at all. But we needed to get this done because at the date of this recording, it's March 24th. We have not even gone over our February budget. So let's do that. Hey guys, welcome back to the Debt Free Millennials channel. I'm your host, Justine. This is my husband, Kyle.
What's up?
Wow.
What's up? We've both been battling sickness and everything, and it's just like, oh yeah, the budget. So everyone has those months and those moments.
Yeah.
Even us.
It's been a crazy couple of weeks, but first, a beer.
A beer. So today's beer is from Brewery X. I gotta focus. There we go. All right, it's called the I Shamrock BX. It's a Dublin My Vision is the name of it. It's a nitro dry Irish stout, roughly St. Patrick's Day. I almost said Fake Patty's Day. That's a Kansas thing. But this is a unique beer because it says shake hard, rest for 30 seconds, and pour hard. So we're literally going to take this beer and shake it up because it's a nitro beer. We're just going to give it a couple of hard shakes. There we go. And we're going to let it sit for about 30 seconds so we can say, hey, how's it going?
How are you?
Yeah. Welcome.
What's going on?
How you doing?
Getting into the budget.
We certainly could.
Well, we'll wait because I bet you it's been 30 seconds already.
You think so?
No.
I would say 30 seconds. Okay. We're going to open these away from the camera laptop.
I'm going to let you open mine. Show the people.
Just a little bit on top. Nothing crazy. Yours is always crazier.
Yeah.
That wasn't that bad.
Just a little bit of foam.
Feels like we're in college. Go.
We're trying to be extra quiet because Quinn is taking a nap.
And she's 20 feet away from us.
Okay, now we got to do it like completely upside down. I do not have the right glass.
No, you kind of got it though. This is what it's supposed to look like.
Whoa, that is cool.
Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Okay.
Well, this is a fun, active... Well, I got to let mine settle, but I'll cheers you.
Okay.
Okay. The big sighing is going to go throughout this video because, we got a lot to do. So, see, she just did it. Here we are.
Yeah.
All right, we planned on... Well, hey, buddy, how you doing there? All right, we planned on bringing in $11,000. We actually brought in $13,400. Seems like a lot. What happened?
Extra paycheck.
Oh. Yes.
Extra paycheck, 5 checks, 5 weeks in February, oddly enough.
How? The shortest month of the fall. Okay.
Shortest month, but had 5 weeks in it, or 5 paydays for us, 5 Thursdays.
Cool.
Okay, so we have a little bit of money left over, a lot of money left over, $2,500 left over. But let's get into some of the fixed expenses, the fun expenses, and tell you what we're working with. You guys know these are our 2 biggest expenses, the rent and the daycare. The rent cost will be going up for March. Guarantee you that.
$43.50 now, so $150 more.
So we will be adjusting the budget for March. Daycare is staying the same, at least for the time being. We actually did really well on groceries. We did $650 on groceries. I had budgeted $675. So I was really happy about that. And that even included liquor store run to BevMo, getting some Nespresso pods. So I was really happy about that.
Nice.
Let's see. Oh, you know what? Our car expenses of $2,000. I feel like we could definitely lower our monthly contribution for car expenses.
No.
You want to keep it that high?
Yeah.
Okay.
You never know when something crazy is going to happen. It costs a lot of money.
Fair enough. Car insurance is due in March, so pretty much almost to the fully funded amount. So this is our sinking fund for car insurance, renter's insurance, all that good stuff. I started setting aside a little bit of money for CPA. So we have that going. since we know that's what we're going to be paying every single year. And then we did really well on restaurants. We only spent $247 on restaurants.
Cool.
Love that for us. I also started treating shopping as a sinking fund, and we only spent $25 from the shopping sinking fund. Got some microfiber towels for the kitchen. We got Quinn a balloon that she didn't really play with. And then we would play with it. And then she's like, no, that's mine.
It was more like a decorative piece. It's like if you touched it, it was an
Yeah. And then I just kind of put bars and like random Starbucks and snacks into fun money category. And then I bought some Nike sports bras. I was really happy about that. Needed some new ones.
Getting down in the weed.
We are getting down in the weeds.
I bought 7 pairs of socks and 1 toenail clipper and like.
Well, the people want to know.
They want to know. Do you? Do you? I don't.
Yeah. You do. Spent some money on gifts, spent some money on our subscriptions. Work trip expenses. I put reimbursable because they are. I'm assuming that's going to be plopping onto a paycheck in March.
Yeah, I've already seen it hit in March. So
great. Okay, so Kyle went on a work trip. He spent $1,000 from our personal credit card. He gets reimbursed from his employer for that.
Yep.
So
and
good
if you're
deal.
not, I plan on that. If you don't do a lot of work travel, it can be surprising if you use your own card because. I flew to DC and hotels in DC are $200 a night. Stay for the whole week. Boom, $1,000 right there. So,
speaking of DC, should I let the kids in on the news that I received?
Sure. I mean, it's up to you.
I think so. This past week, and what we were kind of alluding to is it's been a crazy week. This past week, I received an invitation to go to the White House to hear all about the new SAVE plan for federal student loan repayments.
It's so cool.
And we're meeting with the Secretary of Education, and we're meeting with some other people on the administration talking about just educating influencers, content creators on the SAVE plan so that we can help inform you all of whether or not this is a good plan for you to access for your federal student loan repayments. So I saw that email come through and I was like, wait. This is not a virtual thing. This is a real, my booty's going to be in the White House thing. And so it was like last minute, do I book this flight? Do I make this happen, rework and reshuffle my schedule? And
of course you do.
When the White House calls, you go. So be on the lookout for future videos where I'm recapping that experience and talking all about it. I'm super excited about it. Okay, so future, moving on. I am really excited about the White House. I'm actually very nervous about it. And also the budget.
It's pretty cool, I guess.
It's very cool.
It's pretty cool.
So
back to the boring budget.
Back to the boring budget.
Way to lift us up and bring us right back down.
Hey, back into your regular scheduled programming of our down payment, moving home upgrades. Do you think that we'll be able to use this money soon?
No.
Well, we have enough sitting in our savings account. So
what do we have, 190? Is that what it says?
Yes.
It's hard to see the grayed out box.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a darker gray, a little lighter, no, a little darker. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. Live with it. Okay.
Cool.
So between our brokerage account and our high yield savings account, we're looking at a combined $190,000 for all of that for the purchase of our first home. Feel like it's going to happen soon, but I say that every single month.
Yeah. Now with the whole new thing with the whole
settlement.
The settlement, thank you. The settlement with the NRA, the National Realtors Association, saying that they're going to change all the commissions up, and they're talking about the buyer's portion of the commission actually going, the buyer having to pay that rather than it coming out of the seller's end of the deal. And that means that the hurdle now to buy a house is only going to go up. And I'm a little suspicious of all this. I won't get into my whole thing, but like increasing the barrier to entry to buying a home seems like a poor decision. So something's got to happen on that end because everyone's getting, a lot of people in the more affordable houses are still getting outbid by all cash offers and investors and all that stuff. So they're going to, pinch every penny. And then now they got to come up with another 3% on top of the cost of the house. Now they have to wait even long. Anyways, I'll rant on this. It's still very early. We're going to see what plays out. If you guys know anything more than I do, we'll see what happens. I don't know.
Yeah, currently they're saying that you cannot take that 3% that you would owe your agent if you were a buyer, that you would owe your agent for commissions from your home loan. In other words, you cannot request an additional 3% on your mortgage and then pay your agent, at least as of today. I don't know if that rule is going to change.
Yeah.
I feel like it should.
We should probably make a separate video on this topic just because it is kind of a big deal for those trying to buy a house.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll do that.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right. So we spent some money from the vacation fund because we booked an Airbnb in Lake Arrowhead for Quinn's 3rd birthday. Can't believe that she's 3. How do you feel about that?
I don't feel about that.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
We can say with full confidence that as she's gotten older, it just gets better and better.
Yeah. It gets more and more fun, for sure.
Yeah. So if you're a new parent or you're struggling in the baby phase, newborn phase, like, trust us, it does get so much better.
Yep.
I mean, she's so cool. She's cool.
It's pretty funny.
I hope she watches this like 10 years from now and then stumbles across this episode and we're going to be like, Quinn, you're so amazing. We love you.
Then I'll be like, what happened? You were so cool. No, I'm not going to be that.
She's always going to be cool.
Like me.
Yeah. Okay. We left off a lot of our investments in our 401k and all that contribution, blah, blah, blah. People were like, no, we want to see your investing. I didn't add it here mainly because it's been a week and I just forgot. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I think people want to see what we're allocating monthly towards retirement because we show them a budget and we show them the percentages, but I totally agree. Like, you got to show the whole pie, and a big portion of that pie is saving for retirement.
Yeah.
So I agree with the people.
Then we got some fixing to do on the budget.
No, you have some fixing to do.
Well, that's true. Actually, I don't know if I trust you. I trust me more.
We both agree with that.
Okay, 22,870 in Kyle's Robinhood account. Good on ya. You started with 20,000 though, right? Or did you start with 10?
I started with 10.
You started with 10. Okay.
Yeah, I think I technically started with like 9.5 or 8 something.
Okay, 1541 in stash.
Yep.
Oh, look at us. We didn't even record that for January. Cool. Well, we'll record it for March. So that's what we're sitting at in those 2 particular brokerage accounts. And
Wait,
we're so
That doesn't
bad at
work.
everything.
man, I'm getting real confused here. I was like, you're on the February tab.
Yes.
This is the February budget.
Yeah, this is February budget, even though we're in March. Okay. 2505 is what we have left over. I would really like to put it all towards our moving fund,
I agree.
our down payment fund.
That was easy. Here.
And what I've learned, we will make this decision on film, and then I'll be like, all right, and then I never do it. So the new thing is like, as soon as we're done filming, I get back into this and go ahead and transfer that money. Anything else? April. What do we got going on for April?
Birthdays?
Oh, wait, April.
March. Our anniversary is in March.
Quinn's birthday. We're going to Lake Arrowhead. Our rent is increasing, and our wedding anniversary. Do you know how many years we've been married?
9.
It'll be 9 years for us, which is very exciting. Don't know what we're going to do.
Drink a beer.
Drink a beer. That is for sure. Gonna hit stop there. I think that's it.
I think that's it too.
Well, this was super
quick and
easy. See, we get it in our mindset, like getting ready to film a beers and budgeting. We're like, oh, we got to make that happen. This is going to take a lot of time. And then we get into it and we're like, that wasn't that long at all.
Nope.
It's more or less getting set up and getting the equipment out.
I know.
But we didn't even get camera ready for this one. So,
No.
wow.
No. Got to get rid of this neck beard.
A for effort. That's all right.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thank you for joining us. By the way, if you want to use this template, you can download it for free. Go over to debtfreemillennials.com/toolkit. And spoiler alert, I'm working on the super version of this template. Super, okay? don't want to give away too many details, but she's a spicy budget template, and I think you're going to like it. So stay tuned for that. If you like beers and budgeting, do us a favor, give us a big thumbs up, and we'll catch you in the next one.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya. Kind of like the intro. So.